involving Shropshire Council and some of the services they deliver. A little bit earlier this week, I was having a chat with Stuart Hartley, who is going to be delivering some innovation sessions, both virtually and in person, in conjunction with the Marches Growth Hub. Here's what we chatted about. So, Stuart, thank you very much for your time. Just tell us a little bit about how you've connected then with the team at Shropshire Council and what it is you're actually doing.
So we've been working with the Growth Hub, the Marches Growth Hub in Shropshire, to help and support businesses in the areas of kind of innovation. So what we're trying to do, or what we're doing, is to create a series of workshops designed to support new, fast-growing companies to look at innovation in the broadest sense and give them some tools and techniques as to how they can use innovation in order to sustainably grow their business.
And is this your specialist subject then? What's your background?
So I've been working with small businesses now for about the last 15 to 20 years, although that makes me sound dreadfully old. But I guess I've come from this world of small business and supporting them for such a long time. And I've learned quite a lot of lessons along the way in terms of how businesses can use innovation and utilize innovation in order to take on some of the bigger names, the bigger businesses in the world, and some of the biggest household names now have used innovation in order to take on those larger incumbents within the industry.
Do you think businesses understand what innovation actually is?
That's a really good question, and it's a really good point. It's one of the reasons why we're introducing this session, these innovation sessions. I think there is a real common misconception around businesses' understanding of innovation. Businesses often look at innovation as being the invention of new products or creating new things, physical things, but it's not. Innovation is much broader than that. Innovation is all about the implementation of ideas that eventually will benefit the business. Now, they can benefit the business via creating new products or new services where people look at, but actually there's some great examples of where businesses have changed the way they operate, changed the way that they deliver the same product, but deliver it in a different way, or change the way that they run internal systems for the benefit of the business. So it's not just about inventing new things. It's not just about products. It doesn't need to involve lots of money or big businesses or hugely knowledgeable professors. Anyone can look at innovation.
You often hear the phrase, don't you, that companies, if they stand still, they die. There's the whole idea that you've got to keep innovating, reinventing, whatever phrase you want to put to it. I mean, how crucial is it now that companies always consistently are looking to do things differently, to take it to the next level? What are the dangers of not doing that?
Well, absolutely. It's really critical that businesses continually to look at the innovation opportunities within their organization. The world is moving faster and faster and faster. And without meaning to sound a little bit geeky, we go from businesses creating a thing, perhaps a new pen or I don't know, a new pair of glasses, in order to try and get some form of competitive advantage over their rivals. But what tends to happen then is that competitors just simply copy them or utilize that innovation as well. And then that then becomes the norm. If we look at the speed in which Samsung and Apple and all those well-known other mobile phone companies are innovating, they're improving, they're constantly changing their model. And that's going faster and faster and faster. The time to create what is competitive advantage is really, really dramatically going. If we take, for example, the elements of, just very briefly, if we look at the amount of time it took the car to get to 50 million users worldwide, it took 62 years. Fast forward a little bit, and the little debit card that we always used to use, now we tend to use various pay systems, took 12 years to get to 50 million users. The internet, the reason we're all on here today, 7 years to get to 50 million users. Let's fast forward a little bit. YouTube took 4, Facebook took 3, Twitter took 2, all to get to 50 million users. Whereas ChatGPT, that well-known AI system, took just 2 months to get to 100 million users. The world is going faster and faster and faster. And if businesses don't innovate, don't look at implementing new ideas, I'm sorry, but they will die. We've seen time and time again that well-known household businesses have gone under simply because they haven't kept up with the modern world. They haven't kept up with their innovation.
And so you've delivered some sessions. I know you're delivering these virtually, aren't you, Stuart? And some of them you've done already. I think the next one's on October the 4th. Just very quickly, give us an idea of some of the specific topics that you're going to be looking at over the next few sessions that you're doing.
Yeah, so we've got a series of workshops, some online, some face-to-face. So as you've mentioned quite nicely, Carl, thank you. The 4th of how we can get those new ideas, where we get those new ideas from, and most importantly, how we can sieve them to ensure that we're only going ahead with the right one, the most validated one. The good thing about creativity and ideation, which is now what we call it, is that it's free. The only risk is when we implement them, that element of innovation. So what we want to try and encourage people to do in the next session is to look at the elements of creating new ideas, but making sure that we can go ahead with only the right ideas. We've then got from garage to glory, which is an element of new product, how to develop new product ideas, chronologically going through some important steps to ensure, again, we're decreasing the risk of innovation. We've got a face-to-face, we've got a full day face-to-face at the University Centre in Shrewsbury, which looks at how to learn and innovate your business model. Now, this is the new element of, I guess, innovation, which is where we're not changing the product, we're not changing the service, but we're changing the way that the business operates in order to get that service or that product to the customer in the best possible way. Some great examples of that are things like Netflix, where they put effectively Blockbuster out of business, not because they've changed the product, we're all still watching films, but simply the way that they deliver that product to the end customer. Then we've got quite an exciting one around marketing, how we innovate and change the way that we can market our product. All sorts of technology have allowed us to look at different ways in which we can market and new and innovative ways. And then the final one is really to look at evaluating innovation. So how can we ensure what we're doing has been right, has been correct? How do we ensure that we keep evolving that model and learning from it? It becomes an iterative process that's embedded within an organization.
Excellent. Well, I look forward to hearing what comes out of all of that. I mean, you can go off in so many different directions. It's great. I know, Stuart, what people are going to be thinking is, how do we find out more? And I know the answer is March's Growth Hub website, Invest in Shropshire website. And as we say, October the 4th is the next one, starting at 9:30. Thank you so much for your time. And I look forward to chatting to you again and seeing you in Shropshire.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Carl. Thank you for the opportunity. It's been great talking to you.